Hey everybody, just wanted to say something a little bit before the video started. I noticed that 90% of the viewers of our videos aren't subscribed to our videos. So if you're watching this video, make sure to go below the video and hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure to hit that bell if you want to see more of our videos. Let's get into it.
Nick and Lau Adventures!
Oh, you're here. Well, I might as well show you what I'm gonna make. I've never actually made this before, but I eat it a lot. I'm going to give my first shot at Korean tofu soup. Yeah. So normally you use what would be equivalent to a Japanese dashi, but instead of bonito flake, they use dried, I think, anchovies, little dried fish. So I'm going to use some Kombu. Probably don't need too much, 2 small pieces. Kombu is a really big sea kelp that people use to make stock. I'm going to add some water. You can rinse your kombu if you like. Now the trick with making dashi, or the equivalent in Korean, is that you don't want to bring your kelp to a boil because then it will become bitter. So we're going to make sure we keep an eye on that. While we wait, we should prep our ingredients. Always do your less contaminative ingredients first, and always wash your hands. So, starting with the greens, this isn't necessary. I haven't seen this in any of the recipes. I just happen to like some greens in my food. Always wash your greens. Bite-sized pieces. This is enough for my wife and I. Our kombu is starting to come to a boil. I'm going to pull it off. Quickly remove the kelp. Bonito. I'm going to just throw a handful in. Maybe a handful and a half. Let it sit there for a while. I'm going to give these scraps to my birds. So, with the enoki mushrooms, there's not much to it. You just take off the bottom, because you can leave them almost whole because they just fall apart in clumps. Just set it up in the bowl. Always clean up your workstation as well. Normally, I would use shiitakes, but oyster mushrooms were on sale and these are beautiful. Just cutting them in profiles. Profile as in you can get the whole shape of the mushroom. Now we can work on our silken tofu. You can also buy Soon tofu, which is traditional for this dish. Drain the water. In fact, if you want to, you could do this with a butter knife and just cut it into bite-sized pieces. So when the time comes, just drop it right into your soup. Next, we're going to chop up some kimchi. You can use as little or as much kimchi as you like. We like a lot of kimchi. So I'm probably going to use about 1/3 of this jar, maybe like half. It is a kimchi tofu stew that we're making. And just give that a rough chop. I like to add a little bit more heat to mine. This isn't traditional, but I had some Thai chili, so I'm adding those in. Now, because we like a little bit of protein, sometimes seafood, sometimes chicken, maybe not as much chicken, but we're going with beef. You want to go with something with some decent marbling? I went with a shoulder cut. What you need to do is identify which way the grain is going. So I'll take this small piece for an example. The grain is going this way, so when you slice it, you're going to slice 90 degrees off from where it's going. So when you bite into it, it pulls apart much easier. Even if it is a tender piece of meat, it's a great technique to know. Try to get these pieces as thin as possible because you want them to cook pretty quick. Put my meat in a bowl, set it to the side. Get a couple of cloves of garlic peeled. we're gonna make our chili paste. I never said this wouldn't be spicy. Give them a good smash. What we're trying to do is get that minced garlic texture. If it doesn't completely break down, give it a little rough chop right through the middle. Maybe once or twice. Scoopity-doopity. Yes, I just said that. Into your pan. Now, you can buy chili oil. But making your own makes the world of difference. Next time I make this, I will make a video. If you guys want that, make sure to hit that like button. 2 to 3 tablespoons. Now you can use gochugaru, which I have powder, but there is also red chili paste. And if you saw my video on A Home in Seattle's YouTube channel, you would see that I use this for the Korean style chicken wings. I'm gonna go with good heaping spoonful, maybe a spoonful and a half. Yeah. Just gotta fry that chili and garlic together. I'm gonna use the paste too. I'm sick, I know. Throw in your meat. Just to get it mostly cooked. Then we're going to add some soy sauce, as well as some fish sauce. Stir it some more. Grab our stock that we just made and strain it directly into it. That's our soup stock. Give it a little stir to get unstuck from the bottom. Alright, now it's come to a boil. I'm going to add a little bit of sesame oil to kind of add a little bit of aroma. I opted for toasted sesame oil. Anytime you toast seeds or spices, it adds a little more depth of flavor. We're going to go ahead and add our mushrooms and our greens and our kimchi. Kind of spread them out. And then our kimchi. Just give it a good mix, let it come back to a boil. Don't forget your tofu. I almost did. Now that it's come back to a boil, we're going to give it a stir. Make sure everything's nice and well incorporated. Take 2 eggs. 1, 2. Let the whites set. And as soon as they do, it's time to eat. Here's our Korean tofu soup with sliced beef, mushrooms, and lots of greens. Oh yeah, deep, rich flavor from the fish and the kelp. Nice silken tofu. Perfect. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, ring that bell for more notifications from our videos. It's gonna... It look bad? Ring that bell, ring that bell, ring that bell. See you next time.